Welcome to Decor. I am Christopher. Tiny house communities are transforming the way we think about home. Beyond the tiny footprint lies a vibrant lifestyle full of connection, sustainability, and intentional design. In today's video, we explore the joys and challenges of living in a tiny house community, and how you can create your own haven. At Decor, we're excited to show how rustic charm and elegant simplicity blend beautifully in shared spaces. Whether you're dreaming of a minimalist lifestyle or seeking a tight-knit neighborhood, this journey offers practical tips and visual inspiration to guide your choices. Don't forget to subscribe to Decor for more creative home ideas. Like this video if you enjoy small space design, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. We love hearing from you. One of the biggest appeals of tiny house community living is the strong sense of togetherness. These communities often foster close-knit relationships where neighbors help each other out, share resources, and build meaningful connections. It's a lifestyle that emphasizes people over possessions, making every interaction more intentional and fulfilling. Living in a shared environment also means shared costs. Whether it's communal utilities, internet, or maintenance of shared spaces like gardens and work sheds, the financial burden is lighter when split among neighbors. This budget-friendly model is perfect for those seeking simplicity without sacrificing comfort or quality of life. Convenience is another perk. Many tiny house communities are designed with shared amenities, laundry facilities, gardens, even community centers, all within walking distance. It's a more sustainable way to live, reducing dependence on cars and making daily tasks more efficient and enjoyable. In tiny house communities, every square inch counts. Smart design choices like foldable furniture, built-in storage, and multi-purpose rooms turn limited space into a well-functioning home. It's all about creating comfort without clutter, proving that you don't need more space, just better use of it. Many tiny homes embrace vertical design. Loft beds, wall-mounted shelving, and tall windows help maximize natural light and storage. This vertical strategy opens up floor space and makes the interior feel surprisingly spacious. It's a clever balance of aesthetics and practicality. Designers in these communities often draw inspiration from rustic charm, using reclaimed wood, soft textiles, and neutral palettes to make small spaces feel warm and elegant. Each corner is purposeful, inviting, and personal. Creativity isn't just encouraged here, it's necessary. One of the biggest challenges facing tiny house communities is navigating zoning laws and building codes. These regulations vary drastically by location, making it crucial for residents and developers to do their homework. Legal recognition of tiny homes is growing, but many areas still don't fully accommodate this lifestyle. Some communities have worked around legal hurdles by forming RV parks, co-ops, or eco-villages with specific permits. These creative legal structures help residents avoid hefty fines and make their homes officially livable. Still, this process can be lengthy and requires persistence, planning, and often legal support. Advocacy plays a key role. As more people embrace tiny living, local governments are being encouraged to update their codes. Community members often engage in town halls, work with planners, and share their stories to push for zoning reform. Change is slow, but it's happening, one city at a time. One of the joys of tiny house community life is how nature becomes an extension of your home. With limited indoor square footage, outdoor areas serve as living rooms, dining spaces, and places to unwind. Shared gardens, walking paths, and fire pits bring neighbors together under open skies. Residents often personalize their outdoor spaces with planters, pergolas, and rustic furniture. These spaces blur the line between inside and out, allowing nature to be a central design element. Whether it's a morning coffee on the porch or a starlit dinner outside, the connection to the land is constant. Outdoor living also supports sustainability. Rainwater collection systems, edible gardens, and composting setups are common in these communities. These features not only enhance self-sufficiency but also nurture a deeper respect for the environment, making each home feel like part of the ecosystem. In tiny house communities, connection isn't just encouraged, it's essential. With homes in close proximity and shared amenities, residents naturally interact more. These daily encounters often blossom into friendships, support systems, and even collaborative problem solving. It's not just about where you live, but who you live among. Common areas like shared kitchens, gardens, and tool sheds become hubs of activity and communication. Whether it's exchanging fresh vegetables or hosting weekend potlucks, these spaces foster a rhythm of togetherness. It's a return to a village mindset, where neighbors know each other and genuinely care. These bonds also create emotional resilience. In times of need, be it illness, maintenance issues, or life transitions, neighbors step up. Tiny living may mean fewer possessions, but the wealth of human connection is often far greater. It's one of the most treasured benefits of this lifestyle. Tiny house communities might be small in size, but their infrastructure is often impressively well planned. From shared water lines to off-grid solar systems, each community develops its own mix of traditional and innovative utilities. The goal is to keep costs low, minimize environmental impact, and ensure reliable living conditions. Power sources vary, with many communities opting for solar panels or hybrid energy setups. Composting toilets and greywater systems reduce water waste, while shared septic tanks or rainwater catchment systems keep things efficient. These aren't just green alternatives, they're necessities when land or zoning presents challenges. Internet, waste disposal, and road access are also important aspects. Some communities invest in high-speed satellite connections, while others use shared Wi-Fi hubs. Regular trash pickup and well-maintained gravel roads make daily life smoother. With thoughtful planning, even off-grid communities can feel fully connected. One of the biggest obstacles tiny house communities face is navigating legal codes and zoning laws. Many municipalities don't have provisions for tiny homes, especially when they're on wheels. As a result, some communities operate in a legal gray area, while others work tirelessly to gain official approval. Zoning issues often stem from outdated regulations that don't account for modern minimal living. For example, some areas require minimum square footage that tiny homes don't meet. Others restrict full-time RV or mobile home living. It can take months, or even years, to get community zoning changes passed. Despite the hurdles, many advocates are making progress. Through petitions, town hall meetings, and community outreach, tiny house supporters are changing minds and laws. Education is key. When cities see the environmental, social, and economic benefits, more doors begin to open for these alternative housing models. Raising a family in a tiny home community might sound challenging, but for many, it's a deeply rewarding experience. Smaller spaces encourage togetherness and creativity. Parents find ways to maximize every square inch. Bunk beds, convertible furniture, and outdoor play areas become part of daily life. Children benefit from strong social ties within the community. Shared spaces like gardens, play zones, and learning pods create a village-style environment where kids interact with neighbors like extended family. It's a lifestyle rooted in collaboration, safety, and simplicity. Of course, compromises are necessary. Families must be intentional about privacy, noise levels, and schooling options. Many turn to homeschooling or nearby schools, while setting boundaries within shared environments. Through open communication and smart design, families in tiny home communities thrive in harmony. Tiny house communities are natural champions of sustainability. With smaller footprints and simpler living, residents are often more mindful of their environmental impact. Rainwater harvesting systems, composting toilets, and energy-efficient appliances are commonly used to minimize waste and conserve resources. Gardening plays a major role in sustainable living. Many tiny house communities grow their own food using raised beds, vertical gardens, and permaculture techniques. This not only reduces grocery bills but also fosters a deeper connection to the earth and healthier eating habits. Waste reduction is a shared goal. Community members often practice upcycling, reuse materials creatively, and buy in bulk to minimize packaging. Living with intention in a smaller space naturally leads to a minimalist lifestyle, less clutter, fewer emissions, and more focus on what truly matters. One of the key advantages of tiny house communities is access to shared amenities that foster connection. From community kitchens and lounges to gardens and workshop areas, these spaces are designed for socializing and collaboration, creating a true neighborhood feel despite the small private footprints. These communal areas encourage residents to gather for events, potlucks, or casual hangouts. They help build relationships and reduce isolation, which can sometimes occur in small living situations. Thoughtful design ensures these spaces are welcoming, functional, and blend seamlessly with the overall community aesthetic. Maintenance and upkeep of shared spaces are often a group effort, reinforcing community responsibility and pride. Whether it's tending to a garden, cleaning a common room, or organizing group activities, shared amenities create a rhythm of cooperation that enhances quality of life. Living in a tiny house community blends the beauty of rustic charm and elegant simplicity with the benefits of close-knit connection and sustainability. While challenges like limited space and shared living exist, the rewards, strong social ties, eco-conscious habits, and creative living solutions, are deeply fulfilling. If you're inspired by the idea of cozy, stylish, and sustainable living, tiny house communities offer a path worth exploring. They invite us to rethink how we live, connect, and care for our environment, making home not just a place, but a lifestyle. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Decor for more creative home decorating ideas. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you.